We'll take this time out. When we come back, the starting lineups here on the Grambling TV Center.
Hey sports fans, it's Kirk Herbstreit. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer, wants to remind everyone to drink responsibly by having a plan to get home safely. It's simple. Always use a designated driver, and remember that 21 means 21.
And we are back here at the Frederick C. Hovde Assembly Center here on the campus of Grambling State University, Santoria Black, along with DeAndre Petty, bringing you today's action between Alcorn State and Grambling State University. Of course, so we'll take a look at these starting lineups here in just a minute. DeAndre, what did you see Saturday with this Grambling State University team against Southern?
Well, they actually took their time with the basketball. You know, they made sure everybody get a touch and really got good points on the inside.
Well, one of the things that they're going to have to do tonight against this Alcorn State University team is they're going to have to make sure that they take their time with the ball. All right, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups, first of all, for the Lady Braves of Alcorn State University. Of course, they've had their own concerns with COVID. They're led by Nate Kubert, who is no stranger to the Southwestern Athletic Conference, has had stints at Mississippi Valley and, of course, at Arkansas Pine Bluff before coming here. For Alcorn State University, they'll start Lorraine Rasco. She is a 5'4" guard from Indianapolis, Indiana. Deja Mitchell, 6-foot redshirt senior from Duluth, Georgia. Number 13, Curtis Clark. She is a 5'8" senior from Natchez, Louisiana. And then, of course, one of the young ladies who is going to be asked to do some big things as a young lady here, as a young player, Calva Obilo. She's a 5'2" sophomore from Pass Christian, Mississippi. And finally, Diamond Hall. She is a 5'10" junior from Moultrie, Georgia. She's playing guard and forward. And that's the starting lineup for Alcorn State University. Like we said, the head coach of Nate Kubert. And, you know, again, when you start taking a look at this Alcorn State University team, they've got some seniors on this team. Of course, you start taking a look at Deja Mitchell. She's a redshirt senior. They'll be looking at her for her leadership. Lorraine Rasco, she's a senior. They'll be looking at her for her leadership as well. And then, of course, Curtis Clark, a senior from Natchez. She's actually a transfer from Hines Community College. They'll be looking at her for some leadership. And really, one of the things that they really want her to do is not only play on the perimeter as guard, but they also want her to play on the inside a little bit, trying to use her size as she's 5'8". And now we take a look at the Grambling State University Lady Tigers as they are 1-0 in conference play, led by head coach Freddie Murray, of course, graduate of Jackson State University. And they'll be led by Alexis Holt. She's a 5'8" senior from Epes, Louisiana, transfer from the University of Central Arkansas. Leah Morrow, the 5'9" redshirt junior, criminal justice major from Columbus, Ohio. She transferred from St. Francis University. They'll be looking at her, really intense on the guard play. Then, of course, Justice Coleman, a 5'10" guard, senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Candace Paramore was a young lady here that Coach Freddie Murray really wants to get involved in the scoring and the ball handling, 5'7" junior coming into this ball game. So it's the starting lineups for both teams. You see the Lady Tigers are huddling up on their end, getting ready for play here. And, of course, the assistant coaches also getting themselves together for the game today. The officials now coming onto the floor. And, look, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing basketball for Grambling State University since 1993, 27 years. Going in my 28th year, and this is probably one of the most difficult years that I've ever seen for basketball for teams. You know, the only thing that you can really say is, you know, coaches have really had to change the way that they do things. Of course, teams are tested like 3 times a week right now. Alcorn, I know the men's basketball team, they had some COVID issues earlier, so you know, this is something that's very different for everybody, but basketball is being played. We're underway, and Candace Paramore will control the rock. And a little clock issue here. And so we had to stop play. And if you're looking on the opposite side of the court there, as you're looking there, you see how the players are seated. Everybody's pretty much 6 feet apart. It's kind of the CDC standards, trying to keep everybody as far apart as possible. And we get ready for live action here in the first quarter once again. Controlling the basketball for Grambling is Alexis Holt. She gets it inside to Justice Coleman, who traveled with the basketball. 9:50 left in this first quarter of play. Alcorn will take the ball out. And Grambling will start off in a little bit of a press, and then they'll back off. Controlling the rock for Alcorn State is Obillo. Top of the key to Mitchell. Mitchell now looking, will dribble. Clark controlling, 13 left on the shot clock. Obillo, the senior, looking, and she gets the ball taken away from her by Grambling State University. Alexis Hope for three, no good. And the rebound by Johnson. Johnson to Justice Coleman, and Coleman gets the stroke for the Grambling Lady Tigers. Two to nothing our score. Lady Tigers on top here with 8:56 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Fake on the three there by Alcorn. Controlling the rod is Rasco, the red shirt, or the senior rather, and a steal here by Johnson. Bounce pass to Candace Paramore. Johnson will take a three, no good. Justice Coleman getting the ball inside from Candace Paramore, up no good. And the rebound by Deja Mitchell.
There we see Grambling State moving the ball around as they did on Saturday to get those wide open looks. We just got to convert.
Now controlling the basketball, Alcorn State University. There you see the time left in the first quarter, a little over 8 minutes. Obillo with the drive, and there will be a blocking foul charged here. It's going to be to Candace Paramore. I'll check that as Leah Morrow, I believe, has the foul. And for her, that'll be her first personal. Just a little under 2 minutes have expired in this first quarter. And it's now 2-1, Grambling on top. Low scoring ball game so far for the Lady Tigers. Coming out of the ball game for Alcorn State is Deja Mitchell. Mitchell gets some size for Alcorn, 6 foot redshirt senior. A near turnover there by the Lady Tigers. Justice Coleman to Candace Paramore. It's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be charged to Obillo. That'll be her first personal. And you look at this replay here, and you can see where Candace Paramore, great job just standing right there in the way. Travel violation back to Alcorn.
Leah Morrow getting a bit ahead of herself there.
Well, one of the things that Coach Murray talks about in practice quite a bit is make sure that you're starting your dribble before you take off with the basketball.
Yes.
Alcorn with the basketball. Deja Mitchell now back out to Obillo, back to Mitchell, and Mitchell misses the easy one inside, and it's now 2-2. And they need to come up and help Johnson. She's not a dribbler. Alexis Holt was there, but the ball was turned over. Now Rasco has it, back to Mitchell. She gets it out to Obillo. The shot is up and good. That turnover happened because Johnson, she had to control the basketball.
Yes.
Alexis Holt with the basketball now over to Candace Paramore. Paramore steps up, tries to take the long shot, no good, and Grambling with the rebound.
A little congested around that shot.
Johnson gets the ball after the miss. Goes up for the shot, no good. Alcorn State basketball. Jasmine Forte now coming into the ball game, replacing Johnson. Johnson, a 6-foot junior. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Grambling, comes to Alcorn. Still plenty of time left on the shot clock for Alcorn State. Brasco with the basketball now for Alcorn. She is defended by Alexis Holt. Brasco coming around the pick. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot up inside the paint, no good. And the rebound by Grambling, Candace Paramore with the basketball. Oh, throws it out of bounds. And it goes back to Alcorn State.
One thing we see is these Grambling Tigers, they're playing great interior defense to stop the ball from getting inside in the paint and forcing those shots to go off.
And a momentary stoppage of play here while they look at the game clock. Trying to find out what was the time left when that ball went out of bounds. It's 5:47 showing. That's now 6 minutes. Lady Braves with the basketball. 5:56 remaining here in this first quarter of play. 4-2 Alcorn on top. Ball goes up, foul coming up. Leah Morrow with the foul. Is that her second? That's her second personal. She'll have to come out, and coming into the ball game, Ariel Williams.
At the line to shoot for the Lady Braves, number 13, Curtis Clark.
Curtis Clark now at the line, the senior from Natchez, Mississippi, transferred from Hines Community College. Natchez is probably less than a 45-minute drive away, probably maybe even a 30-minute drive away from Alcorn State University. Second free throw, up and good. Makes it easy for your parents when they want to come see a game. You're only about 45 minutes from campus.
Yes, yes.
6-2 our score, Grambling on top. And they break the press by Alcorn.
Great ball movement.
Justice Coleman can't hit the shot, but that was great ball movement by the Lady Tigers. Ball is tipped around and finally recovered by Alcorn. Brasco will take a three-pointer way off the mark. And coming down with the basketball is Ariel Williams. That's going to be an offensive foul charge to Grambling. And that's going to be charged to Ariel Williams. That's her first personal. Now, one thing that they don't want to do is Ariel Williams and Leah Morrow, of course, they sub for each other at the guard position. Morrow's already out with 2 fouls. As we see the replay here, Candace Paramore trying to add something there. And that offensive foul is why that shot wasn't attempted as far as the rebound. Nobody attempted their rebound. Nice steal there by Ariel Williams, stepping in front of the pass. And she has the ball tipped out of her hands. And Ariel Williams didn't think that the ball stayed in bounds. The shot is up, no good, and Alcorn with the rebound. A little confusion there.
Cannot give up on the play. Cannot give up on the play.
That's a foul coming up on Grambling. And so Alcorn goes back to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Alexis Holt.
We saw Williams and Moreau come up with big steals on Saturday's game. They're going to be a key component to this defense for the Grambling State Tigers.
Timeout on the floor with the score. The Grambling Lady Tigers trailing 6-2. 4:40 remaining here in this first quarter of play. We'll take this timeout. You're watching Grambling State University basketball.
Day appointments for walk-ins and dental emergencies. True Care Dental. Dentistry from...
Back here at the Frederick C. Hovde Assembly Center here on the campus of Grambling State University. Of course, Frederick Hovde, for those who don't know, legendary coach at Grambling State University. And, of course, took his team to many championships in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. At the line now for Alcorn State University, it's going to be number 5, Leatherwood, at the free throw line. Okay, that's number 15, Diamond Hall, the junior. She'll come out of the ball game, and replacing her will be Aisha Kirkland, the 5'8 senior from Fresno, California. There's one other young lady who's got some size, and that is Bria Broughton. She is actually from Monroe, Louisiana. Went to Ouachita High School. Justice Coleman getting the ball now to Felicia Allen. Allen taking it right side. Charges a double team there, and up no good, and the rebound by Alcorn. Bringing the ball down is Nia McAlfia.
Maybe should have been a foul called there, but
Alcorn with the basketball. It's going to be a block shot there by Grambling. Nice job by Justice Coleman getting the ball up the floor to Brandy Washington for the deuce.
Block leading to the fast break, too. That is good basketball.
Casey Chairs now also into the ball game for the Lady Tigers, along with Donalyn Johnson. Alcorn trying to look for a good shot here. Great defense set up there by Grambling.
As we see, Alcorn is not a great three-point shooting team, so it's going to be difficult for them to adjust to this Grambling State's defense.
Brandy Washington for 3 once again. Justice Coleman recognizing the open player, and it's now 7-7. Grambling was trailing 6-2 at one point. Now a 5-point swing there.
Coming up with some great stops and converting on the other end.
Ball is tipped out of bounds off of Grambling, and Alcorn will get it back. But that was some great defense by the Lady Tigers. Alcorn will take the ball on their own end. Kirkland will take the shot, a little bit rough, no arc on it, and a foul coming up against Alcorn, and that's going to go against Kirkland. Coming out of the ball game for Alcorn is Deja Mitchell, and she'll be replaced by Bria Broughton. Told you about her, the 6'2" junior from Monroe. Saw her play at Ouachita High School, and one of the things that you noticed about her is just her size, her dominance in the middle, and really did a great job for her team getting him into the playoffs in Class 5A. Shot up no good, and Alcorn gets the rebound. Nice job going around the pick by Obillo. The shot is up and no good. And once again, Justice Coleman getting the rebound. And she getting the ball taken from her is Leatherwood Foul coming up on Leatherwood. And Alcorn will go back to the line and shoot 2. As you can see, the steal.
We see this Alcorn team trying to pick up the intensity.
At the line to shoot for Alcorn, number 13, Curtis Clark.
Replay between shots.
Coming to the line now for Alcorn State is Curtis Clark. First shot is up and good. When we look at the replay, you saw the steal here.
She's shooting well from the free throw this season. Excuse me.
Shot up, good. Now coming in for the Lady Tigers, Ikenya King, the 6'3" center. She's a freshman. And that's going to be a foul against Leatherwood. And for Leatherwood, I believe that'll be her second personal. First personal on Leatherwood, and the Lady Tigers will get the ball back. Inbounding will be Casey Chairs. 1:53 remaining in the first quarter of play. 9-7 is our score. Brandy Washington now with the basketball. Washington gets it back off to Johnson. Shot up, no good. Foul coming up. And the freshman Johnson going to the free throw line.
I mean, the way the Grambling State Lady Tigers are moving this ball around and picking and breaking apart this Alcorn defense is phenomenal. Getting that ball inside.
King at the free throw line for the Lady Tigers. First free throw up off the front of the iron, no good. King not only is tall, but she's got some size. Second free throw up, no good. And here come the Alcorn Lady Braves.
Grambling
getting the ball back.
Comes up with a great steal after turning up the pressure.
And then Alcorn, Leatherwood steals the ball. Gets it up front to Wheeler.
Great way to get back by Johnson.
So Alcorn gets it back after the ball goes out of bounds. Great defense played out front. Shot up by Kirkland, up, no good. And with the rebound is Johnson. I should say King, rather.
King.
Grambling stepped out of bounds with the ball, and it goes back to Alcorn. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter.
We are in a break zone. We'll have a rollout and then commercials.
Mass substitution in here for Grambling. Getting ready to check back in the ball game. Justice Coleman, Alexis Holt, Candace Paramore, and Cameron London. Officials looking at the replay to see about the time and how much time was remaining in the quarter. Men's basketball game coming up after this, so we hope that you stay tuned for that. Men's basketball team lost a tough one to Southern University. The women are 2-3 overall. Of course, we told you they won their first conference game against Southern University. 67-64 in that contest. Difference in that ball game, there's no question that Lady Tigers needed every point from Candace Paramore. She had 17 on the night. She was 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 6 for 11 from the field. Justice Coleman added 14. Two other Lady Tigers were in double figures, and that was Alexis Holt and Brandy Washington. So 25 left on the shot clock is what they're saying, and 46 and a half remaining in the first quarter of play. The only young lady staying in the ball game from that last substitution is King. Everybody else was substituted out. London, first time she's in the ball game today. Alexis Holt with the basketball. 14 left now on the shot clock. Oh, that's going to be a foul coming up. Looks like that's going to be charged to 21, Asia Wheeler, the sophomore from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now Alexis Holt will be at the free throw line, the senior from Epps, Louisiana. Transfer from the University of Central Arkansas. Free throw is up and good.
Now we see Alexis Holt being a great facilitator of the offense for this Grambling State Tigers. Hopefully she can get a few points up on the board and take us into the half.
31 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Tied at 9.
Great defense by Coleman.
Leatherwood gets it up to 21. It's going to be Wheeler, and Wheeler gets the bucket. 11-9, 10 seconds remaining. Leatherwood comes up, plays defense. Here is Alexis Holt to Candace Paramore. Nice pick set. Out to Alexis Holt. Holt gets the shot up, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter. 11-9 is our score. As we get ready to move into the second quarter of play, we'll take this timeout. You're watching GSU basketball on Grambling State University television. And welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hamdi Assembly Center here on the campus of Grambling State University. We start quarter number 2 here at the AC. 11-9 is our score. Alcorn State on top. Santoria Black with you along with Viantre Petty bringing you tonight's game. And what have you seen so far?
We see great interior defense by Grambling. They're denying the ball on the inside and pushing this Alcorn team on the outside. And we know that they are not a great three-point shooting team. We also see Alcorn getting stops and forcing turnovers on Grambling as a result of us not taking our time and controlling the pace of the game.
Leatherwood with the basketball to start things out here in the second quarter. Three-pointer on the way up and good. That three-pointer hit by Kaylin Watkins, the freshman from Inglewood. Went to Crenshaw High School. 14-9 our score. Now Cameron London was in a little bit of trouble, and now Grambling with the ball back. Paramore to Cameron London. Three-pointer on the other side is good. Cameron London with the three-pointer, and it's now 14-12. Nice defense near steal and a turnover there by the Grambling or by Alcorn, and that was because of that great defense.
Yes, we see them forcing Alcorn to move around on defense.
14-12 our score. Grambling on top or trailing by 2. 9:09 remaining, and Candace Paramore loses control. Now Leatherwood with the basketball takes it coast to coast, gets the bucket. 16-12.
Paramore was looking for a foul on that last play.
Paramore will drive, goes up for the shot, no good. She draws the foul.
There we have it. The refs give it to her this time.
Alcorn State will make a couple of substitutions in the game. They will send in Jameisha Bernard as well as LeRae Rasco will come back into the ball game. You see King coming out of the ball game and Candace Paramore at the stripe. Shot up good. Nate Kilbert on the other side, longtime coach here in this conference. Told you he was at Mississippi Valley. Of course, him and his wife, tag team coach there at Valley. And then, of course, at Arkansas Pine Bluff, coached there for a long time. And after they made some changes, got picked up here at Alcorn State University. This is his, I believe, his first or second year with the Alcorn State Lady Braves. And Alcorn will take a 30-second timeout. You take a look at that defense there by the Grambling Lady Tigers. Alcorn doing a pretty good job trying to break that press. Grambling State University Athletics is brought to you by Primary Health Care Services, Grambling Family Health Center, located right here in Grambling, Louisiana. Whataburger, man, you talk about some fabulous food after the game. You can get filled up to the brim with Whataburger. And Origin Bank. And, of course, Ivan J. Diggs, attorney and counselor at law here in Ruston, Louisiana. Grambling Lady Tigers right now trailing 16-14. 8:51 remaining here in this first half of play. When you start taking a look at these two teams, of course, Grambling, they've had to play comeback the entire game here. But one of the things that you are noticing is that the Lady Tigers starting to try to make some things happen defensively.
And we see that Leah Moreau is a big part of this Grambling Tigers defense. And right now she's in a bit of a foul trouble with two personal, I believe, right now. And however, we do see Williams is also a key in this defense for Grambling. And hopefully she can get a couple stops and convert on the other end.
Three-pointer on the way for Alcorn, no good. Rebound there.
Big rebound for Williams.
Oh, Justice Coleman tried to go for the shot. The ball got tipped out of her hands, and here comes Alcorn after the turnover.
Paramore maybe should have held on to that one.
Shot up, no good. Alcorn with the ball back. Alcorn still trying to find an opening here. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Three-pointer on the way, no good.
Great defense by Grambling.
Ariel Williams did a great job. Thought that she had made the Alcorn player believe that she was going to get the ball, but instead just turned around and let it go out of bounds. Clark now in the ball game. Rare Tuesday night basketball here on the campus of Grambling State University. Shot up, no good.
This is an interesting lineup we have for Grambling with Alexis Holt and Paramore at the 1 and the 2. They're great facilitators of the offense. We have Williams in at the 3. And she is great on the defensive end. So I'm intrigued to see what this team is what this lineup is gonna do.
Near steal by Paramore, travel by Alcorn. That's part of that defense. You make Alcorn travel with the basketball. See on the replay here, great defense set up, and you know when you having to bring that ball back down, you take that little stutter step, travel with the basketball.
One and doing a great job at beating her to the spot.
Nice job by Alexis Holt off the front of the iron, no good.
You have got to finish those.
16-14 our score, 7 minutes remaining until halftime. Ball on the floor. 10-second violation. Goes back to Grambling. The defense just tenacious by Candace Paramore.
Wow.
And you see Coach Murray on the other side shouting 10.
Grambling still lagging by 2.
Break zone.
16-14 our score. Paramore, nice little dribble, shot up, no good. No one home to get the rebound. Paramore lose the ball. It's on the floor. Alcorn gets it back. Shot up and no good. We're going to the line will be Deja Mitchell.
Good hustle and a way to stay with the play by London.
Candace Paramore, did they call her for the foul? Cameron London with that foul. Now Brandy Washington coming into the ball game. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw rattles in and out, no good. Grambling with the basketball down 3, 17-14. They trailed most of this game. Ariel Williams with a shot. Good.
Quick shot. 4-2.
Big shot there for Ariel Williams, bringing it to within 1 point.
You mentioned rebounding earlier. That's going to be a big thing for Grambling and staying in this ball game and keeping his deficit small.
Ariel Williams, of course, the senior from Whitehaven, Tennessee. Went to Whitehaven High School, from Memphis, Tennessee, rather. And Ariel Williams gets the foul. (17-16) to score. Brasco with the free throw. Shot up, no good. Second game of conference play for the Lady Tigers. (18-16) still.
Johnson comes in for Ariel Williams.
Grambling, that's a three-pointer on the other side.
Good.
Brandy Washington. That's a big three-pointer for the Lady Tigers.
Pushes the lead to 19-18, Grambling State to Alcorn.
Now a three-pointer on the other side, taken by Wright. Oh, that's a bad pass, but fortunately, Justice Coleman came away with it. Now the ball on the floor. Alcorn coming away with the basketball. That bucket is good. And you can see here, great inside move. Deja Mitchell puts Alcorn back up by 1, 20-19.
Grambling swinging that ball around.
Near travel, yep. Justice Coleman going to be charged with the travel.
That's her second of the game. Same spot, same move.
Leatherwood comes back into the contest.
Coleman played very well on Saturday, and she put up big points for Grambling State and aiding in that win.
Here's Leatherwood looking for an opening.
Paramore standing in those passing lanes.
That's going to be an offensive foul charged to Alcorn. Diamond Hall, the junior from Moultrie, Georgia, with the foul. You know, you look at some of these scores. Alexis Holt and Candace Paramore in the top 25 in scoring in the conference. Alexis Holt 17, Candace Paramore 18 coming into tonight's game. Of course, Curtis Clark also in the top 25 for Alcorn. Nice dribble. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot goes up, no good. Too far under the rim. And Johnson could not come away with the bucket. 3:36 left to go in the first half of play. Nice job inside. Shot up, no good, but Deja Mitchell going to the free throw line. It's going to be on Brandy Washington.
I'm looking at the replay. It may.
Standing by for media timeout.
Deja Mitchell will go to the free throw line here. And Coach Murray talking to one of the officials. Shot up and good.
Stand by 4 again.
21-19 our score. 3:29 remaining in the first half of play. A little bit of a delay. And they just get the clock reset. Free throw up and good. Justice Coleman now will get the ball inbounded for Grambling. Candace Paramore could not hang on to it. One of the Alcorn players tipped it away.
May have been a bad pass by Johnson. Look at the replay.
Forte coming into the ball game. Alexis Holt with the ball. Now gets it to Brandy Washington. Back to Holt, directing traffic, waving Paramore through. Looks like they're overloading the zone. Justice Coleman with the shot up, no good. No one home on the rebound, and Brandy Washington. Oh, she was close to being on that line. 22-19 our score, 2:54 remaining in the first half of play. Great defense by Grambling. Leatherwood with the basketball. She's defended by Paramore. Now back out to right. Three-pointer on the way up and no good by Diamond Hall. And here come the Lady Tigers. Foul coming up on Alcorn. 2:24 left in the first half.
Neither team really able to get out and jump ahead here.
On that replay, you saw Candace Paramore doing a great job taking the ball herself, drawing the foul. In the ball game for the Lady Braves, Aisha Kirkland. Grambling will inbound the ball under their own goal.
Coleman with a mismatch.
Shot up, no good. And coming down with the rebound for Alcorn State is Leatherwood. Well, Candace Paramore all over Leatherwood. That's going to be a travel. Traveling violation on Kirkland. Picked up that foot before she stepped to the right. 22-19. 1:59 remaining here in the first half of play. Santoria Black along with Viantre Petty bringing you tonight's ball game. SWAC action on a Tuesday night. When was the last time that the Lady Tigers played on a Tuesday night? Played Tuesday night going into the SWAC tournament. First round of the tournament, Grambling played on a Tuesday night.
Good fake for Coleman.
Coleman gets the bucket. It's now 22-21, 1:38 remaining in the first half of play. Justice Coleman goes up, gets the shot. She was looking for a double dribble.
Bit of a miscommunication on Grambling's side for defense. It was wide open.
Alexis Holt with the shot, no good. Jasmine Forte to clean up the bucket. 24-23 to score. Nice shot there by Jasmine Forte. Great camera work there. Shot up. It is a traveling violation on Deja Mitchell. And now coming into the lineup for Alcorn will be Kaylin Watkins, as well as number 10, Jamaisha Bernard, center from New Iberia, Louisiana. A couple of Louisiana kids on this basketball team. Candace Paramore going up for the shot, no good. Great defense, and Alcorn comes away with it. 35 seconds left in the first half. 24-23, Grambling trailing. Three-pointer on the way, good. Oh, just inside the three-point line, and that's going to be by Wright, the sophomore. And it's now 26-23, 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. Candace Paramore now with the basketball. They can hold it for one shot. Alexis holding between the circles. Right side to Jasmine Forte. Forte now looking back to the inside. Bounce pass to Alexis Holt. Shot up, no good. Off of Alcorn, back to Grambling.
Alexis Holt, as a senior, she does a great job of handling the ball, facilitating this offense. She's going to have to pick it up if Grambling has hopes of taking the lead.
Paramore, she'll take the three-pointer. No good. And that's the end of the first half. With the score, the Lady Tigers not able to get the lead. Try to go into the halftime locker room, but instead they get to about 3 points here. Great shooting late in the half, and defensively, I know the Lady Tigers are going to want to pick it up a little bit. And also some great shooting inside and by Jasmine Forte. 26-23. We'll be right back.
Mics are open, stand by one. One is up. Check 1, 2.
The stats for the half.
We're back.
And, of course, the Grambling Lady Tiger basketball team trying to make it 2-0 on this homestand. Grambling Lady Tigers right now trail Alcorn 26-23. It was a close game against Southern as well when they played them on Saturday night. But, of course, next weekend they got to go on the road, and one thing that they want to do is not go on the road with a loss at home. You want to be able to get that other win.
Yes, looking forward to seeing Moreau come back in on this half, pick up the pace on the defensive end, and hopefully get a few more stops and turn those stops into points on the other end.
Of course, Lady Tigers, only their second conference game. And, look, when you take a look at what's going on with COVID and all of that, you've seen some teams have played 7, 8, 9 games. You got some teams like the Lady Tigers, they played 5 this season. You got some teams that this is the first weekend that they played, period.
Yeah. One thing I see that COVID has not gotten in the way of both teams getting out today, running the floor and stretching that floor enough.
Next weekend, the Martin Luther King holiday weekend, of course, on Monday. No school at Grambling on Monday. And Texas Southern and Prairie View will be the next opponents. They'll have to travel to Houston. And then after that, a 3-game homestand with Jackson, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Mississippi Valley. And then they'll make the trip to Southern and Alcorn, February the 6th and the 8th. Pay attention to February the 27th. I'm sorry, for March the 6th. Grambling's final home game. Jackson State comes to town for football against Grambling. So you got a lot going on that day.
Definitely.
Grambling will get the ball to start the second half here in this third quarter. They're now going in the opposite direction. Randy Washington got a couple of three-pointers. Inside pass. Shot up, no good. Good rebound. Good.
Great way to fight down there by Leah Moreau.
And you can see here Leah Moreau under the basket, getting the good angle. Brady Washington with the steal. And it's going to be a foul coming up. Well, they're going to call it out of bounds. Alcorn basketball. Grambling within 26-25. 9:13 remaining here in this third quarter play. Santoria Black
Good
along
help
with
defense.
Vontae Petty. Good help on the defense. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Good help on defense, that's all. Great way to move around and replace, as you see on the replay.
Lady Tigers will have the basketball. Alexis Holt now controlling. Top of the key, looking inside. Now to Brandy Washington. Three-pointer on the way. No good. She's got a couple of those already today. Shot up, no good. Rebound in the putback is good. And looks like we got a Grambling Knight without a contact lens. Foul coming up here against Alcorn. That's going to be charged to Kayla Obillo. And the coaches didn't like that call for Alcorn at least. Could have went either way on that one. 28-25. Grambling is trailing. 8:23 remaining in the third quarter. Nice job by Leah Morrow.
Again, we see her with two big buckets right there coming into the half.
Inside, shot up, no good. Jump ball, possession goes to Alcorn.
Again, we see Alcorn breaking down that Grambling defense and getting the ball on the inside. Grambling did a great job in the first half of keeping them on the outside and getting shots on the perimeter.
Well, Leah Morrow, the native of Columbus, Ohio. Her folks in Columbus watching the game can be a little happier about the way she played compared to Ohio State last night.
13 on the shot clock.
Nate Kilbert talking to the official momentarily. Inside. Three-pointer on the way up, no good. Alexis Holt with the rebound for Grambling. Gets it out to Candace Craymore. Nice little floater, good. Grambling taking the lead, 29-28. That's going to be a charging foul, charged to Alcorn State.
Taking a charge, that's a play that's overlooked a lot. I mentioned it Saturday, and Grambling did a great job at getting those charges.
Leatherwood coming into the ball game, and she will replace Kayla Obillo. (29-28) is our score. 7:22 remaining here in the third quarter. Oh, they're going to call a foul on that one. That's a cheap one.
Yeah. Coleman may have given her a bit of a bump there as we watch the replay.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a bump. Fair call. And now the Lady Braves back with the basketball. Yeah, that was a fair call. You take a look at it on the replay, you see that little bump right at the end. Justice Coleman defending the ball now. Here's Leatherwood. She travels. Grambling basketball. Brandy Washington with the ball. Gets it out tomorrow. Now to Justice Coleman.
Coleman with a nice move on the inside.
Coleman did a great job of just using her body. Little technique going back to the inside.
Yes, footwork was phenomenal. As Grambling pushes the lead 31-28. I believe this is their biggest lead of the game so far.
You're right. Shot up, no good.
Great defense by Brandy Washington.
Here's Alexis Holt taking it coast to coast. Oh, Alexis Holt.
Great move to get the defender into the air and finish on the bucket.
Nice move by Alexis Holt. 33-28, Grambling on top, 6:12 remaining. We'll take.
Your experience with us is sure to be like no other. Call or visit us today.
Back here at the Frederick C. Hovde Assembly Center, here on the campus of Grambling State University, Lady Tigers on top of Alcorn, 33-28, 6:12 remaining. DeAndre, I tell you what, the Lady Tigers have really made a great comeback in this ball game from the standpoint of just putting on some great defense and then making it count on the other end.
Yes, we really got the offense flowing in this half with Leah Moreau coming back in after being in foul trouble in that first half.
If you're Alcorn, what are you saying to your ladies over on the bench?
Defense, defense, defense. They have got to find a way to keep Grambling from pushing that ball on the inside and getting those easy buckets in. Controlling the ball.
Alcorn basketball. Full court press set up there a little bit there by Grambling. Near turnover by Alcorn. That's going to be a 10-second violation. So if you're Alcorn, you just called a timeout, you come back and you can't get the ball across half court.
Wow. That has got to be frustrating.
Grambling basketball, 33-28, 5:58 remaining here in the third quarter of play. Steal by Alcorn. Rasco coming away with it. And she goes and gets the bucket. See Rasco, boy, she had to fight through some traffic at the end there, but she was able to get the bucket.
Definitely, I think Grambling got lucky with coming out with no call on that one.
Justice Coleman, nice head fake and knocking the ball out of her hands was Deja Mitchell, the 6-foot redshirt junior from Duluth, Georgia.
Oh,
wide open.
That is a nice pass. That is a beautiful pass by Alcorn.
And you can see
Leatherwood.
You can just see that Deja was just wide open in the paint. No one was around her. 5:02 remaining here in the third quarter. Shot up no good by Grambling. Cameron London coming into the ball game for the Lady Tigers, along with Morrow and Ariel Williams. And Felicia Allen also coming into the ball game. Got a timeout on the floor.
Staying here.
33-32 is our score. It's immediate timeout here. 4:58 remaining here in this third quarter play. Hey, so let's tell you what's coming up here for this Lady Tiger basketball team this weekend. First of all, this game is sponsored by Primary Health Services Center in Grambling. It's your Grambling Family Health Center. And attorney Ivan J. Diggs, attorney and counselor at law, located in Ruston. Origin Bank, one of the official sponsors of Grambling State University Athletics. And Whataburger. Sounds good after the game to go get a good double with some cheese and bacon. A Texas favorite, Whataburger. 33-32 is our score, 4:58 remaining. See, I done seen that Whataburger logo about 3 or 4 times, and now I'm hungry.
I haven't had Whataburger except for my first time coming out to Grambling.
How long ago was that?
In 2017, about 4 years ago.
You should be ashamed of yourself. My daughter's favorite is the patty melt.
Yes.
With no onions. Mine is just double with cheese. When I want to cheat, I'll have bacon on it.
Yes.
When I don't want to cheat, I just leave it out. 4:58 remaining here in this third quarter of play. 33-32 is our score. Grambling with the basketball. Ariel Williams will control. .448 remaining here in this third quarter. Cameron London now to Morrow. That was good defense by Alcorn.
Great defense. Wow.
Defender kept her eye on that ball and it knocked it out of her hands. Shot up, no good. Shot up by Kirkland, could not put it in. Grambling coming away with the basketball. Paramore now to Ariel Williams in between the circles.
Alcorn comes up with the steal.
Kirkland going all the way in and getting the bucket. Aisha Kirkland.
Another lead change.
Yep, 34-33 now. Alcorn on top of Grambling. And you know what? Alcorn and Grambling, they've had some epic battles in the past. Talk about that in just a minute. Candace Paramore now at the ball, looking, driving, shooting, goes up, gets the bucket.
That is a tough bucket by Paramore.
35-34 now.
That's the kind of basketball that's going to push the lead in Grambling's favor.
And she was defended tightly by Leatherwood. Shot up, no good. Foul coming up on Grambling. That's going to be charged tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be Felicia Allen. Bria Broughton now coming into the ball game. A couple of her family members that came from Monroe applauding her. First free throw is up and good. I think back to the 93-94 season in the SWAC tournament. Shirley Walker and taking her Alcorn State University Lady Braves into the Southwestern Athletic Conference tournament at the Centroplex in Baton Rouge and battling with Grambling. Alcorn had a heck of a team that year. Then, of course, you had Jackson State. Southern had a great team that year as well. Justice Coleman getting a bucket. But ultimately in 94, Grambling would end up getting the first automatic bid for the Southwestern Athletic Conference into the NC2A tournament, where they were going to play Vanderbilt, led by Shay Hobson, native of Little Rock, Arkansas, now a head coach in Arkansas, and they would end up losing that game by only 10 points, 95-85.
Wow.
Heck of a ball game. First time that the SWAC team got the automatic bid. Shot up and good, and a foul coming up. That's a 3-point bucket.
Wow, 4-point play. That's big for Alcorn in this game. That is a big play. She's shooting 33% from the 3-point this season.
Nia McAlfee, the sophomore from Newton, Mississippi, with the free throw no good. Can't convert to 4-point play. Cameron London with a three-pointer up no good. Rebound by Alcorn. Broughton out with the basketball up, no good. Ball tipped. Justice Coleman gets it out to Ariel Williams. And she gets the bucket. Tied at 39.
Again, rebounding is going to be big for Grambling if they look to push this lead.
Broughton, bucket.
Wow. Breakdown on defense there by Grambling.
Justice Coleman nearly traveled, regained control. Ariel Williams now gets it back out to Allen. Paramore. Paramore goes in for the shot, no good. Ball tipped around. And Alcorn gets the ball back. Nice backdoor pass, but it was stolen by Allen. And a foul coming up against Alcorn. And that'll be charged to Kirkland. Jasmine Forte and Alexis Hope now coming into the ball game.
And number 21,
Grambling with the basketball. Allen will control. Now Ariel Williams looking inside to Forte. Forte going in.
Oh,
nice little hook.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That's the kind of basketball you want to see on the inside. Able to create.
Tied at 41.
And again on the defensive end.
Bucket won't count, but free throws coming up for Alcorn.
defensive foul, number 11, Ariel Williams of Grambling. Number 25, he's in Iraq.
At the free throw line for Alcorn State, Tijane Wright. First free throw is no good. That'll drive coaches crazy. One more free throw attempt. Missed both of them, and it stays at 41.
50 seconds to break.
Holt, Allen, Forte, one-on-one, put that ball on the floor. She drew attention, and Alcorn came away with it.
Yeah. Got to be strong in there.
41 seconds to break.
And Alcorn loses the ball and regains control. .17 seconds left. Shot up good. That's Rasco, the senior, with the shot. And Allen with the foul. Paramore getting ready to check back in the ball game. 15.2 remaining in the third quarter of play. Justice Coleman also checking in. Forte and Allen giving some good minutes in here. Official went over to take a look at the clock here. Free throw coming up here for Alcorn, 43-41 after the made bucket. Trying to stretch the lead to 3, and she misses. Boy, Alcorn has missed 3 free throws. Here's Alexis Hope. Nice job by Alcorn stopping the ball.
Good way to move the ball by Grambling.
Oh, there's no foul call there.
Wow.
Alcorn coming away with it. Shot is up, no good. That's the end of the third quarter, 43-41 as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll take this timeout. We'll see who gets the win here at Grambling State University coming up in just a few moments as the fourth quarter behind the Assembly Center here at the fourth quarter coming up here, 43-41. Hey, if you're coming to a game at Grambling State University, don't forget about the clear bag policy. As when you get ready to come here, make sure that you have those clear bags. Don't have those backpacks and all of that with you because you will be asked to return those to the car before you enter into the stadium. And remember your mask. Support the Tigers safely by remembering your mask. Fourth quarter underway here. Grambling trailing 43-41. Shot up by Justice Coleman, no good. And Alcorn gets the ball back. Nice job by Wheeler.
Good way to stop the ball by Alexis Holt. Alcorn is looking for an opening on the inside. Grambling.
Oh, they're going to call that a foul. It's going to be on Morrow. I believe that's her third. Well, they're going to call it on Cameron London? Well, they're going to call it on Cameron London instead of Morrow. Asia Wheeler, the 5'8" guard, will shoot. One more free throw. 9:11 remaining in the ball game. Free throw up. No good. Grambling with the basketball. Cameron London thought about the three. Now gets it back out top of the key to Alexis Holt. Now to Morrow. Shot up, no good, but a free throw coming up here for Morrow. And the foul will go against number 3, Nia McAlfia from Newton, Mississippi. Morrow with the shot. Ooh, rattled in and out, no good. Free throw up and no good. Still remains 43-41. And between these two teams, they've missed some very crucial free throws. Three-pointer on the way for Alcorn. No good. Ball tipped around. And right there to clean up.
Again, Grambling has got to pick it up on the rebounds. Both offensive and defensive.
Asia Wheeler with the bucket on the other side. Morrow. Shot up, no good. Foul coming up. Morrow with the foul. Third personal. She had a great hustle play down there, but just a little bit too aggressive. McAlfia getting ready to shoot. First free throw's up and good. Forte getting ready to check back in. She'll have to wait until this next free throw. Free throw up, good. And now Jasmine Forte will come back into the ball game. She'll take out Morrow. 8:15 remaining in the ball game. 47-43 now. Alcorn on top. 8:09 remaining, and a steal by Alcorn. McAlfia goes in, gets the bucket. Well, just when you think that Grambling can be able to stay right there. They make a couple of mistakes. And the ball goes out of bounds back to Alcorn off of the miscue.
Wow. Grambling here is beating themselves up right now.
Cameron London coming out of the ball game. And ball thrown out of bounds. Coach Gilbert not happy. Near steal by McAlphia. Offensive foul charge to Grambling. It's going to be on. What? Ooh, it's going to be on Lexus Holt. (49-43) is the score. 7:31 remaining here in this third quarter. Ball's tipped around. Justice Coleman with the basketball after the rebound. Nice job going around. She goes up, no bucket. But she's going to the free throw line. Foul is on number 11, Deja Mitchell. First personal for her. And now Justice Coleman, the senior from Baton Rouge, at the free throw line. Back of the iron, no good. Still a 6-point deficit. Free throw up, no good.
Williams with the rebound.
Alcorn coming away with the basketball now. Shot up, no good. Rebound, or I should say foul coming up on Grambling. Justice Coleman gets the foul.
Good way to be there.
At the free throw line, Kayla Obillo. First free throw up and good. 50-43 now. Second free throw up. No good. Justice Coleman got the ball knocked out of her hands. 6:42 remaining in the ball game.
Alcorn able to come up on that rebound.
Forte made her go around her, and then now.
Great defense by Paramore.
And now Ariel Williams coming away with the basketball, going in and getting the bucket. Timeout on the floor. 50-45 our score. 6:23 remaining in the ball game. We'll take this timeout as you see the Grambling
and dental emergencies. True Care Dental. Dentistry from the heart.
Back here at the Frederick C. Hobby Assembly Center. 6:23 remaining in the ball game. 50-45 the score. Alcorn basketball after the timeout by Grambling State University. Grambling wants this win here and get ready for the Texas two-step next weekend with Texas Southern and Prairie View. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Alcorn. 17 left on the shot clock.
Alcorn is doing a great job of infiltrating this Lady Tigers defense.
Ariel Williams comes away with the basketball.
I stand corrected.
Three-pointer by Alexis Holt, no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of Grambling back to Alcorn. And they don't need a three-pointer right now, just nice shot.
Open looks.
You see right here, last player to touch it was Ariel Williams on the replay. Obio with the basketball. That ball goes out of bounds. Deja Mitchell trying to grab it. It says Grambling basketball. .50-45, and it's going to be a foul on Alcorn. Coach Nate Kilburn said, "I can't help she don't have good balance. That's not her fault."
At least she didn't travel this time.
Please reset the shot clock to 20 seconds.
Resetting the shot clock to 20. Alexis Holt inbounding. Three-pointer by Alexis Holt, no good. Just don't need a long three. All you need is just a bucket.
That is the second shot that is off the mark by Alexis Holt.
Foul on the floor against Grambling.
Defensive foul charge against number 12,
Yep.
Justice Coleman.
It's going to be Justice Coleman. Third personal foul.
Ball game for the Lady Tigers, number 10, Leah Morrow.
Morrow coming in. Ariel Williams coming out.
Number 15, Diamond Hall. 25 on the shot.
Take a second to appreciate the officials. They're making some great calls out there.
Officiating hasn't been too bad today. There's no question. Speaking of officials, I want to talk about this. At the national championship game yesterday, one of the officials was a Mississippi Valley State graduate. And there was another official who was actually from Ruston. So you got some, that means the officiating in the conference is good.
Yes.
The other thing is that means that for the first time it's an offensive foul charge, by the way, to Alcorn. The last Final Four had an official from the conference, and this championship game had an official that went to a conference school. So got to start in the SWAC 2002 to 2008. Ooh, almost a travel. Alexis Holt now with the basketball. 4:47 remaining here in the contest. Shot up good.
Paramore able to squeeze in there and get 2 points.
Needed that bucket. 50-47. 4:30 remaining in the ball game. Nice bucket by Paramore.
Great
turnover.
Great defense by Holt.
Paramore nearly lost it. Turns around for the jumper, no good. Ball is on the floor, out of bounds, off of Justice Coleman. If you're a coach, you'll take that hustle play.
I will.
Yep, clearly off of Justice Coleman.
She fights to keep it alive.
Travel.
Fouling violation. Lady Tiger basketball.
It looked as if she wanted to take that dribble, but Forte was there.
50-47, 3:56 remaining in the ball game. And a turnover. They're going to call a foul on Alcorn. Nope, they're going to call it on Alexis Holt. It was after the turnover, and here it is right here, and then Holt ran into her. Good call.
At the line to shoot for Alcorn, number 14, Kayla Obama.
Kayla Obio with the free throw, up and good, 51-47 now. Free throw is good coming into the game. Ariel Williams replacing Jasmine Forte. That's another turnover by Grambling. Too much dribbling. Coming with the basketball is Obio. And a shot up and good by Deja Mitchell. 54-47, 7-point lead now with 3:32 remaining in the ball game.
Grambling turning the ball over a lot late in this game.
And on the other side, Justice Coleman.
Great vision by Williams.
Candace Fairmore doing a great job not fouling, but still staying close to the offensive player. Shot up and good. And that was Obio. (56-49), back to a 7-point lead. 2:42 remaining in the ball game. Shot up good.
And one.
Well, Alexis Holt doing a great job going onto the inside. That foul was on Clark, second personal. Free throw up. Ooh, no good. Gotta have those throws. Timeout, Alcorn.
Timeout, Alcorn.
30-second timeout. 56-51. 2.5 remaining in the ball game. If you're Grambling, what are you telling your ladies?
They have got to hold on to the ball. They've given up a few possessions on bad passes or losing the ball on dribbling. They have got to hold on to the ball. That's the biggest thing right now, and not letting this game slip away.
And if you're Alcorn, what are you saying to them?
Really, they want to push the ball on the inside and keep the pace up because Grambling is struggling to keep up.
Lady Tigers right now trail 56-51. 2:30 remaining in the ball game. Men's basketball game coming up after the conclusion of this one. It'll be Alcorn basketball side out, and Alcorn has the possession arrow. Nice play by Alcorn, just getting it inbounds. That's Obio trying to go around the corner. 56-51, 2:20 remaining. Every bucket counts. They just need to stop in the bucket. Nice job by Grambling on defense. Out to Candace Paramore. She goes in, gets the bucket. And a foul on Alcorn. McAlthea with the foul.
Get a chance to see that bucket again by Paramore.
Paramore will get one free throw here to try to complete the three-point play. And she gets it. Let's look at this again by Candace Paramore. Nice job on the bucket. Obio with the basketball. 56-54. Grambling back within 2 now. 1:47 remaining.
We hear Grambling's bench turning up the intensity.
Three-pointer on the way. No good. And a rebound by Alcorn. That's going to be McAlthea. 15 left on the shot clock. 90 seconds remaining. Grambling needs this win. Candace Paramore on the basketball. Shot is up, no good. Ball tipped up and good by Deja Mitchell. Wow. Ariel Williams with the ball.
Grambling has got to get a bucket here.
Shot up, good. And that's Leah Morrow. (58-56). 45 seconds remaining in the ball game. Obio with the basketball, looking on the inside. Oh, foul coming up on Morrow.
That is number 4 for her.
Did not need that foul. Did not need that foul.
She may be coming out of the
game.
Well,
there's another one. I'm not sure if that was a foul, though. I'm not sure if that was a foul. We'll try to look at this one more time. Look at the angle here. I'm just not sure that. I mean, following closely, maybe, but I don't know that's quite a foul.
Situations like that, the refs are in a tough spot. I mean, the offensive player is able to create that contact between the defensive player, and you just got to really move your feet.
59-56 after the main bucket by Obio. .6 remaining in the game. Front of the iron, no good. Down by 3. 31 remaining. There's about a 2-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Candace Paramore. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul.
Offensive foul. Wow, that is a game-changing play.
They call that against Candace Paramore. Tough call. Let's look at it again to see if did the defender have position?
It looked as if she was still sliding in. Wow.
We'll look at it one more time.
As you see,
oh, man, I don't know. That's tough.
Candace with a great move on the perimeter to get past her defender.
Timeout. We'll take a timeout. 59-56. Grambling trailing. We'll be right back.
Grambling State University is the home of innovation, where influencers invest, where academics change the world, where we've been raising the bar for HBCUs on the field, in history, and in our community for more than a century. Join the next generation of world changers and innovation makers at the place where everybody is truly somebody.
Hey sports fans, it's Kirk Herbstreit. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer, wants to remind everyone to drink responsibly by having a plan to get home safely. It's simple. Always use a designated driver, and remember that 21 means 21.
59-56, Grambling trailing, 20 seconds remaining. We're in the middle of a review to see if that was an offensive foul or if that was a blocking foul. I would say it was more of a blocking foul the way it looked. The officials are watching it frame by frame to see what they think. And they are done watching the replay. Tough call right here to see what happens.
I'll tell you what, if it's Grambling's ball, they're going to be in a good position to push this game to overtime.
After review, the officials say the call on the court stands.
Well, so Alcorn, I think Grambling will get that foul. It's on Paramore, and Alcorn will get free throws.
The crowd is not happy about that call. As
At
we hear
all.
boos coming from behind us.
Grambling is charged with timeout for the review.
So it was a review called by Grambling, so cost them a timeout. Alcorn's ball, they don't get free throws, but they do get the ball back. That's a foul on Alcorn.
That is a great play by Brandy Washington.
You know, and I'm not sure why in the world Wheeler pushed off. Watch what Wheeler does. Pushes off. Why did Wheeler extend and push off? Well, let's look at it again. Look at the right-hand side here. You'll see Asia Wheeler push off Brandy Washington. Right there. Why she pushed off, I don't know. Grambling with the ball, and it's up and good by Alexis Holt.
Holt with a big bucket there for Grambling.
They're going to look at the time now. See how much time is left.
10 seconds remaining in the ball game. Official timeout.
Coach Murray talking to his young ladies. 59-58. It's an exciting one here. 10.9 remaining and maybe a little bit more time on the clock, depending on what the officials see.
I mean, that is just smart basketball by Brandy Washington to draw that foul. You would think Grambling would go to commit a foul in a situation like that. She was able to force the turnover. And Holt was able to get those 2 points and put Grambling within a 1-point deficit.
59-58 is the score. There you see Alcorn's coaching staff, Elvis Robinson, and also Nate Kilbert. 11.5 remaining. Clock review. Coaches having some fun with each other. Timeout Alcorn. And they call it timeout because they wanted to see what Grambling was going to bring out.
Yeah.
So now if you're Grambling after this timeout here, you got a 1-point deficit, 11.5 left. What are you telling the girls?
You're going to go for a foul. Try to get a stop and a quick 2 points on the other end.
If you're Alcorn, you do not want to throw the ball away and you don't want to turn it over.
Just simply run the clock out if you're Alcorn. You got a 1-point lead. No need to go for any big shots. Just run the clock.
But I think the biggest thing here is you're going to have to see how they're going to inbound the basketball. I think that's going to be the biggest thing.
Very true.
(59-58) is the score. 11.5 remaining in the ball game. Men's basketball game coming up about 30 minutes at the conclusion of this one.
Checking in ball game for Alcorn, number 15.
Grambling has one timeout left. I think that's it for Alcorn. Alcorn will inbound the ball.
All right, Grambling, get on your feet.
And a foul there by Alexis Holt, just what you said. If they get it in, make sure you foul. Obio is going to be the shooter here. Probably one of the better shooters on the team.
She's shooting 60% from the free throw line.
Yep. As a team, I don't think they're shooting with 65%, 63, somewhere around there.
As a team, they're shooting 62.
And she missed the first one. That means Grambling can tie it with a deuce. And a 2-point game, timeout Grambling. That's the last one. 60-58 to score, 10 seconds flat left on the clock. Well, this is what it's all about right here.
If you're Grambling, you want to keep the ball in Alexis Holt's hand as she is able to make good decisions quickly. She's also able to get the bucket if needed.
I think Paramore's got to touch the ball.
Okay.
She's got to touch the ball around the perimeter, either work it to the inside for the tie, or either Alexis Holt will have to free up somebody. Either her or Ariel Williams will have to have the ball on the outside, set a pick up high or down low for Paramore to roll off the screen and come back and try to shoot a three if they want to win it. But if they want to go back on the inside, they're going to have to free up that space up there. We'll see what happens here with 10 seconds remaining. Last timeout. Both teams are out of timeouts now. If the ball gets tied up down low, bad news is it goes to Alcorn. So you don't want to have the ball down low where they can tie it up.
All right, folks, Grambling basketball.
Grambling basketball. Ariel Williams to Alexis Holt. Holt goes to the inside. Shot is up, no good. Ball foul. Paramore fouls. Free throws now.
Wow. Alexis Holt unable to convert on that 2 points.
It'll be all for basketball with 1.2 seconds left. At the line to shoot two, Galen Obio.
Obio will shoot 2 free throws here. If she gets one, it's tough. If she gets 2, it's a 2-possession ball game. She makes the first one.
First free throw is good.
Makes this one, it's 2 possessions. If she misses it, Grambling has to hit a 3. She misses it. And just as Coleman had the shot blocked, ball game is over. 61-58 was the final. And the Lady Tigers go down to Alcorn State. Well, the Lady Tigers lose a tough one, and they'll get ready to go to Houston next week. We will see you coming up in 2 weeks for Lady Tiger basketball. Men's game is coming up. We will see you in just a little bit. For our entire Grambling State University television broadcast crew, we will see you in just a bit.